Folks, this is Ty Smith. You listen to my show, Cancel This. The phone number here is 309-451-9299, and you can text the show at 309-807-1600. And we have a caller on the line right now. Caller, you're on Cities 92.9. This is Ty.
Ty, is this Ty the rock star?
This is Ty, the Star Rock. No, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right, Ty. You know who this is, of course.
I know exactly who it is. I recognize this voice anywhere.
I saw you on RT News. Yeah, that was really great. Have you got 80 million?
Yeah, worldwide.
That's fantastic, brother.
Yes, sir.
You know, first off, sometime I haven't been able to get through to you for a few weeks, but you got my number. Give me a call. We had something. But anyway, have we heard any more about that vote?
Well, the school that you actually spoke at, I haven't gotten any update on that one, but the one that I spoke at, they said that they're not going to be putting critical race theory in the school's curriculum.
And we didn't ask, Ty, who was going to do the voting on this? Was it the state or was it the school board?
The school board.
Well, if I'd have been smart at the time, because I'm short on time, I would have got everybody's name before we went there and went to the taxes and got everybody's real estate name and threatened to sue them. If something happens to one child, because my daughter wants to move over there with 3 kids. If something happens to one of my grandchildren, everybody that voted for that, I'm going to sue for their house. I'm going to take their homes away from them. And everybody that voted for that should go to jail for child endangerment.
That's a really good point. But
I'm at a 19-year,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm at a 29-year, this is terrible, but I'm at a 29-year-old kid who was like the kid with the long brown hair that night there, 17 years old, thought he would try homosexuality, got caught up, and it felt so bad about what he was doing that he wears a diaper.
What?
He has throat cancer and mouth cancer and rectal cancer. He has no control over there because he has been with 200 men back there.
Wow.
You take a rubber band, don't break it, just keep stretching it, and it has no elasticity left in it.
Absolutely. Okay. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
And I was going to say, a lot of things that a lot of people don't know is that, when I was going through one of my rotations, we had a area in, medicine that we had to treat people that it was called women and men's health is what it was called. And a lot of people don't know what goes on when you get these patients that come in and have all these different things, and one of those things was exactly what you're talking about. They do these type of activities, which I'm just going to be flat out real with you here. I mean, we just talk straight up. When they do this type of sexual activities, a lot of people don't talk about the consequences that come with it, and it's terrible to sit there and watch a person suffer from developing certain type of sexually transmitted disease when they do things rectally. That be it men and women. And here I am having to nurse these people back, and it's really, and on their part, a lot of it is embarrassing for them because I have to sit there and tell them, wait, look, we have to put this probe up you, and we need you to hold on to it as long as you can before it falls out, because we got to sit there and try to help tighten the muscles back down to a normal size in order for them to even be able to use the bathroom, right. Otherwise, they have to wear like a bag. And these are some of the things that people don't talk about, but yet that's why I tell folks all the time, it's so messed up, man, how it's what I call like an instigator. It's always the person that's always instigating or encouraging the person to fight. They never are the ones that actually have to suffer any type of punches or bruises or anything like that. They just sit back and just get to watch the fight go on. So these people that sit there and encourage folks to go out there and try these acts, do these acts, even what they're doing to little kids right now, they are not the ones that have to deal with the ramifications of what those acts are doing to them psychologically and physically.
Did you know the youngest child born was 5 years old, 7 months and 23 days? 5 years old. They did a C-section on her. Look it up. She's out of Peru.
5 years old.
It's in the book of Guinness World Records. Look up the youngest child having a baby. And they don't know who it was. The woman is still alive. The child was raised as her brother. Look it up, man. People don't know. People have no idea. I can talk to people, these farmers down here, and they can tell me the price of corn 40 years ago, but they can't tell me on how many people got shot in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I can talk to people all about football and basketball and how many points these guys got and why they take a knee, but they don't do a damn thing of what's happening to their children out there in the street.
No. And
you know what we got? We got men with no balls. They got the same balls they did when they were at birth at 6 pounds. I tell you, keep saying the women the men in the Congress and the Senate that are Republican, their wives and girlfriends' ovaries are bigger than their balls.
Man. You are hitting on some stuff there, sir. And you know what? It's absolutely, you know what? And people might look at this and listen to what you're saying and say, man, this is coming off kind of harsh. But man, you know what? We're at a point right now where it needs to be said like that, man, because right now men are being completely emasculated and they don't even see it coming. Men are being heavily encouraged to be feminine. Men are being heavily encouraged not to be masculine. Men are being heavily encouraged to be homosexual more than anything. I mean, you see it be highly encouraged.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. They're trying to keep the population down.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you see that even when it comes to movies, you don't hardly see any movies about women acting like men, being men, because to a lot of folks, that's not really entertaining. But why is there so much emphasis on a man being put as a woman and going out there and doing these different things? You know, Big Mama's House, Tyler Perry, but you don't see it being the opposite way, where the woman is trying to be the man and act like a man and go around being a man, because for some reason that doesn't seem to float anybody's boat. But it sure is a huge emphasis on men always having to be like playing these feminine roles or being, you know, in a dress or in drag or anything.
Exactly. I don't buy Oreo cookies, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it different. Because 2 years ago on Mother's Day, they had a guy dressed in drag passing out cookies to little boys and girls.
Wow.
I don't eat Hormel products, and they make some really good food, tasting-wise anyway, because Hormel himself was an ambassador to Ireland, probably cost him $300,000 to Clinton. He's head of an organization for northern men and boys. He wants to legalize Hormel himself, legalize 10-year-old little boys for sex.
Yeah, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible, and that's just sad that that's where we at. Here in a second, my friend, if you don't mind, if you're still on the line for a little bit.
I got all the time you need.
Okay, good deal, because we're getting ready to have to take a break here. Folks, you listen to Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal. I'm Ty Smith. Listen to my show, Cancel This. Be right back.